So it may come as a surprise for a lot of you that I only started playing DBD like a year and a half ago. Not that long is what I mean. And the main reason I got into the game is because I saw a lot of content creation potential in the game, as weird as that may seem. I just feel like DBD is a game that is much more enjoyable to watch than to play. And because I wanted to get good at the game fast enough that I could start making videos about it, I consumed a lot of, well, DBD content. My main source was otzdarva, as with most people, but I did watch a bunch of other streamers and other YouTubers, and one of the streamers I watched the most was Tru3Ta1ent. And because I was such a new player to the game, I took literally everything he said about the game like the absolute truth. Every time he'd complain about anything, any mechanic in the game, I'd take that to heart, and I'd agree with him, and I proliferate the same thoughts. When I started playing the game, I was a killer main, and when I heard him talking about like the OP survivor perks and which killers are strong and which killers are weak and why they're strong and weak, again, I took those as the absolute truth. But I did watch other content creators at the same time, and a lot of Tru3Ta1ent's opinions were completely opposite to most other content creators. They're like, they were directly conflicting with the other content creators' opinion. And as I myself improved as a player, I started disagreeing with him a lot. Enough to where at a certain point, I just couldn't watch his streams anymore because I had so many contradicting opinions to him that his streams just seemed like he was complaining about nothing. It just became annoying. And now that I myself am a Dead by Daylight, I don't like calling myself a YouTuber because my channel is not big enough for that. But I also create Dead by Daylight content. I feel like I could speak out about when I disagree with him because I think it's just healthy to have discussions about the things that he says. Tru has been in a lot of weird controversies as of recently, and I don't want to talk about those because those involve things that are not the game, and I want to talk about the game. But this opinion, this take that he had, this hot Tru3Ta1ent take, I disagree with the most. Yesterday he tweeted this: "Going to stop using the words tunneling, slugging, and camping, as I feel they are words created for belittlement of killer tactics needed at times." The words were created to bully players and control them to play more inefficient. Let's get away from this bully mindset DVD. Okay, I honestly don't even know where to begin. I guess just how does saying tunneling, slugging, and camping belittles the killer? I don't see that. Those things may be frowned upon. Maybe tunneling, slugging, and camping are things that survivors don't like by the survivor rulebook. It's not the words. The words are just there because we need ways to describe the situation. I even tweeted this: "Oh no, the killer is only chasing me specific after I just got hooked. Damn, the killer is standing in front of the hook all about it." And he said that he's gonna stop using these words. So what is he gonna say? "I am going to chase the survivor that just got unhooked because this is a killer tactic and this is very efficient for me. I am going to leave the survivor on the ground because this is another killer tactic. I am going to stand in front of the hook so they cannot unhook." Do you see how many words you're using for that? You could just say, "I'm going to tunnel the survivor. I am going to slug the survivor. I am going to camp the survivor." These words were not made to belittle any killer tactics. They were made so people can understand the situation. You not saying that you're tunneling someone does not make it so you're not tunneling someone. Also, those I hate when he goes for these kinds of takes. What do you mean those words were created to bully players and control them? Like, who's getting controlled by the word camping? Those words were not created to bully players and control them to play more inefficient. No! Even most of the time, tunneling and camping are not the best plays because there are perks in the game that, you know, go against those kinds of mechanics. And also, if you're new to the game and you're camping and tunneling everybody just so you can have the win, you're not really learning how to get better at killer. You're not learning how to chase people. You're not learning how to improve. And so in the long run, you're gonna eventually lose more games than you win because you're not really learning how to play the game. You're just winning by doing those strategies that literally require no skill. And BHVR itself has been disencouraging that kind of playstyle. You yourself say that the game should be more oriented towards killers getting multiple hooks rather than getting kills. So this is not even forcing players to play more inefficient. It is ways of saying what is happening. currently. If anything, this tweet itself is going against what you're trying to do, because you just implanted in a lot of people's heads that saying the words tunneling, slugging, and camping are bad. Like, those are inherently bad things that killers do. They are not. Sometimes you gotta camp, sometimes you gotta tunnel, sometimes you gotta slug. I like being tunneled. I'm a survivor main. I still play a lot of killer though, and I love being tunneled. I love getting unhooked and the killer's after me, because the only time I have fun with the game is when I'm getting tunneled. I am not trying to say that the killer is worse or bad at the game when I say that he's tunneling me. He's just tunneling me. I don't know, man. I really liked Tru's streams when I started playing the game. He's a very he has an entertaining personality, but it just feels like nowadays he's just in this permanent defensive state, and he has those weird ass takes that no one else has, and it seems like he's just complaining for the sake of complaining. Like, you're not going to change the fact that people say tunneling, slugging, and camping, and those are not bad words. You're making them bad.
Woof.